Hey everybody, Nate the Gamer here, and today I'd like to talk about Retroworld Expo 2018. So what is Retroworld Expo? Retroworld Expo is a convention held in Hartford, Connecticut, and it is run by Lance Cortez, the co-creator of Retroware TV. And really, that's all you have to know. So from here, I'm going to be talking about the convention hall and the different sections that really interested me, starting out with the exhibitors. Now, the exhibitors this year were pretty killing it when it comes to selection. I think they were sitting on their rare things that they've had in storage and waited until Retroworld Expo to dump them all onto the tables. There was one table that had a lot of TurboGrafx 16 games and consoles. Like, I had to restrain myself multiple times from buying one of those stupid consoles, but they also had a lot of really good monitors. Commodore monitors in particular I was interested in because I heard that they had really good colors and sharpness, but I didn't want to lug around a CRT monitor with me, so I had to leave it behind. One of the things that I found pretty interesting in the exhibitor hall was this one booth that was showing off a prototype for a new 8-bit console. This game console was called the Omni, and it had specs pretty similar to the Sega Master System. And from the looks of the board, it looks very legit. It wasn't using some kind of motherboard from a Super Nintendo clone or anything of that sort. I'm still confused on what the titles that the console's going to have, but regardless, I'm still a little hyped for it. You just gotta give me some more information. If the creator of this console is watching this video, I wish you the best of luck. Developing a console is not easy. The expo also had a very small board game section, like it was literally in a corner. I was told by somebody who played board games that the selection they had wasn't too good, and the only good things they had were dice. However, there was this one game that intrigued me. So basically, you throw a magnet into a pile of other magnets, and then you have to try and make a stack of 4. And then after that, you get a point. It's such a simple concept, but the end result is fun. There's a Kickstarter going on for that, so I'll leave that in the description below. Okay, so I've been chilling out for projects that are either being funded or in the process of being made. So let's just move on and go to the arcade/console free play area. The selection of consoles that they had this year was pretty much the same as last year, minus the CDI. They had the CDI last year, and I was looking forward to playing some Hotel Mario this year. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. However, on the bright side, they were showing off this Smash Bros mod that was pretty interesting. It was called Artful Phoenix, and it basically balances out most characters in Smash Bros. 4, but also adds in some melee sort of tactics to it, like wave dashing, L canceling, and dash dancing. This was a pretty fun game to play. It kind of reminded me of Project M, or even the new Smash Bros. Ultimate, since I was able to play it down in Nintendo New York. Since I'm garbage at installing Smash Bros. Mods, I probably won't be able to play this again, but at least I had some fun playing it when I could. Also, in the free play section, they had this Pong game. However, the unique thing is that every single part was mechanical. So there weren't any screens built into the Pong game except for the scoreboard. There is a video out there that shows the inside of these things, and honestly, it's a technical marvel. I'm still confused on how they keep that ball above the play area though. People say it's magnets, people say it's not magnets. What do you guys think? Moving on from the free play area, we go into the tournaments. Now, the tournaments this year were kind of lacking. They had their usual, Super Smash Bros. Tournaments, their fighting game tournaments, basically. Another tournament that they had was Fortnite tournaments. I understand why Retroworld Expo had a Fortnite tournament. Fortnite's a popular game, but it just felt unnecessary. Retroworld Expo also introduced a brand new tournament. It's called the Ultimate Gamer Challenge. So in the Ultimate Gamer Challenge, you play this list of games for 3 rounds, each round lasting a couple hours. And the unique thing about this tournament is that you can come back and try to improve your score, unlike the Nintendo World Championships, which was also a tournament they had, where you had one shot to get the high score and to reach the finals. Now, I really like this sort of deal, you can come back and try to improve your score, because it gives more flexibility to the player. As for everything else, I feel as though Retroworld Expo does not know how to utilize their area right. This is the second year that they're in the Hartford Convention Center, which is way bigger than the venue that they were in at one point, which was the Oakdale Theater. However, I noticed that outside of the main hall, past Russ Lyman's car and the Jeep from Jurassic Park, there's nothing in that whole area I feel as though is that they could have added a couple beanbag chairs and called it a handheld lounge. I feel like that would be a popular choice for most people, maybe have a couple tournaments there as well. And up on top, I'm pretty sure you can probably cram in a couple convention advertisements, you know, Rhode Island Comic Con, Terrificon, Kineticon, that sort of thing. I'm not bashing the convention, I'm just trying to suggest ways that they could utilize their area more. But other than those issues, I found Retroworld Expo 2018 to be a great year. The staff are friendly, and the community itself, the retro gaming community, is pretty positive. I'll definitely be returning for 2019, and I hope some things improve. Okay, so I'm gonna go through some of the stuff I got from Retroworld Expo. I got this Retroworld Expo fanny pack, this Retroworld Expo t-shirt, this Laserdisc copy of Pink Floyd The Wall, Alex Kidd in Miracle World for the Sega Master System, Marble Madness for the NES, and Ice Climbers. There's actually two reasons why I bought Ice Climbers. One, it's a fun game. I just like Ice Climbers. Now, another reason why I bought Ice Climbers was because I thought this would have the Famicom to NES converter built into it. You see, back in the early days of the NES, in order to speed up production times, Nintendo made the special Famicom to NES converter and put it in some of their early games. Now, when I was looking at this game, I remembered this video from Nintendo. It was one of his latest ones, where he talks about certain criteria that it has to meet in order to have one of these sort of converter things. It doesn't have one of those tabs on the back, which later NES games do. Also, it had flathead screws, indicating that this was indeed one of the earlier releases. However, when I opened it up, unfortunately, it did not have the converter inside. But on the bright side, I have a good game to play, so that's what really counts. I also got this really cute Kirby picture. It just looks very nice on the wall. I freaking love the details and colors on it. A friend of mine at Retroworld Expo runs this booth called Glossed Over. So what they do is that they take magazine advertisements, make scans of them, and then make posters out of them. So here are a couple that I have. Here's a Sega Dreamcast one, this Nintendo Play It Loud one, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and this Nintendo GameCube advertisement. However, one of my favorite advertisements was the Sewer Shark one. I just love the font on it. It definitely screams 90s. Well, I think I talked about everything I wanted to for Retroworld Expo. So, if you guys are new and enjoyed what you've seen, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now, if you excuse me, I got another convention to wait for. When will these tickets go on sale?